Salek Chacha was a man of the village. He was around 50 years old. The sun had kissed his skin many times. It was dark and weathered, but his smile was always bright like the morning sun. He did not have much money. He was poor in things, but rich in spirit. Everyone in the small village knew Salek Chacha. They knew his kind heart. He was a familiar sight, always walking, always working. His home was a small shack. It had a roof made of tin sheets. Life in the shack was very simple. When the monsoon rains came, water would sometimes drip through the roof. Inside there were not many things. A mat lay on the floor for sleeping. A few pots were kept in a corner for cooking. Salek Chacha did not own much, but he never complained about his small home. He found peace in the little he had. There were many hard days for Salek Chacha. Sometimes there was not enough food to eat. He would go to sleep with an empty stomach. But he always woke up with hope for the new day. The paths in his village were not paved. When it rained, they turned into soft, sticky mud. Walking through the mud was very difficult. His feet would get heavy and the journey took much longer. It made his daily work even more tiring. Despite all these hardships, Salek Chacha's spirit was strong. He always had a warm greeting for everyone he met. He loved the children of the village. He would often stop to talk to them. Sometimes he shared little stories he had heard or made up. He found joy in the simple things around him. The sweet song of a bird or the cool evening breeze. His heart was full of hope. He believed that good things would come. Salek Chacha's day started very early. It began even before the sun painted the sky with light. He would go to the small farms in the village. There he collected fresh vegetables, carrots, spinach, green beans, and red tomatoes. He would carefully pack them into big baskets. These baskets became very heavy. He had to carry them on his head, or sometimes he balanced them on his strong shoulders. This was his daily work. The journey to the town was a long one. He had to walk many miles from his village. The path was dusty and uneven. On hot summer days, the sun beat down on him. During the monsoons, the rain soaked him completely. His legs would often ache with tiredness. But Salek Chacha kept walking. He knew he had to sell the vegetables. This was how he earned money for his food. It was the only way he knew. In his heart, Salek Chacha held a simple dream. He often saw people riding bicycles in the town. They moved so quickly and easily. He wished he could have a bicycle too. A bicycle would make his long journey shorter. It would make his heavy work a little lighter. He could carry more vegetables at one time. He could reach the market in town much faster. It was a small dream, but for him it felt like a big distant star. He often thought about having a bicycle. He imagined himself pedaling down the road. He thought of the wind in his hair. He could save so much time. He could rest his tired legs a little more. Perhaps he could even earn a little more money. The thought of a bicycle brought a smile to his face. He kept this wish safely in his heart. He hoped that one day his dream might just come true. One hot afternoon, Salek Chacha was very tired. He had walked a long way with his heavy basket. He decided to rest under a big banyan tree. The tree gave cool shade. As he sat there wiping sweat from his forehead, a car stopped nearby. A kind-looking man stepped out of the car. He seemed to be wealthy. He looked at Salek Chacha. He saw his tired face and the heavy load of vegetables beside him. The wealthy man walked over to Salek Chacha. He started talking to him in a gentle voice. He asked Salek about his work. He asked about his life in the village. Salek Chacha told him about his long walks. He spoke of his struggles. The wealthy man listened with great attention. He felt a sense of understanding for Salek. He saw the honesty in Salek's eyes. He recognized the hardship in his life. He wanted to help this sincere, hard-working man. After listening to Salek's story, the wealthy man smiled. He said, "I have an old bicycle at my home. It is not new, but it is still strong and works well. I do not use it anymore. Would you like to have it, Chacha?" Salek Chacha could not believe what he was hearing. His eyes opened wide with surprise and wonder. A bicycle? For him it felt like a beautiful dream. He was so surprised he could not speak for a moment. Slowly, tears of joy started to fill Salek Chacha's eyes. He nodded his head eagerly. "Yes, Sahib. Oh, yes," he managed to say. His voice was choked with emotion. He stood up and folded his hands. He thanked the kind man again and again. This was the most wonderful gift he had ever received. His long-cherished dream was actually coming true. A wave of happiness and energy washed over him. He felt like he could fly. The bicycle changed Salek Chacha's life in many ways. He learned to ride it very quickly. It was as if he was born to pedal. Now he could carry more vegetables to the town. His journey became much faster. He did not feel so tired at the end of the day. He even had some extra time for himself. His earnings from selling vegetables also improved a little bit. Life felt a little lighter, a little easier for Salek Chacha. The people in the village soon saw Salek Chacha on his bicycle. They were all very happy for him. The children were especially thrilled. They would run after him, laughing and cheering. They started calling him Cycle Chacha. Salek Chacha loved his new name. He would ring the bicycle bell with a cheerful sound as he rode. He became a happy sight, cycling through the village lanes, his smile wider than ever. Salek Chacha had always been a kind man. Now that he had a bicycle, he found new ways to help others. He would often give rides to the village children. Some of them had to walk a long way to school. Cycle Chacha would happily drop them at the school gate. The children loved these rides. They would sing songs as they rode with him. He shared his joy, and it spread through the village like sunshine after rain. With the extra time he saved and the little more money he earned, Salek Chacha could now send his own son to school regularly. His son loved to study. Salek Chacha felt very proud seeing his son go to school with his books. The simple gift of an old bicycle had brought so much positive change. It showed everyone how a small act of kindness could grow. It could transform a life and bring happiness to many others, making the whole village a brighter place.